Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome back, guys. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Just take the parts that resonate, leave the rest behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box. My books are always open. I invite you to join me for a session. Alright, y'all. I'm still recovering from my weekend. Yesterday, I had a class and I had a client in the afternoon, so yesterday's was completely impacted and I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't think my body is caught up to I don't think my body is caught up. I'll just leave it there. I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. Anyway, let's get into it. It's funny because I did take my cards with me. I travel with them. I took them with me. But I was kind of battling myself, trying to do like a digital detox while I was, on a trip, and trying very hard not to work. I did throw some cards. I took pictures of them, and I was going to do a write-up, and then I decided not to because I had to resist the urge to work. Anywho, let's get started. I've been meditating over these cards for a little while, and the first channel message that I got was that God is getting ready to reveal the things that someone has been trying to hide. The other really interesting thing I've noticed just for myself, so I don't know if any other spiritualists, any of y'all who are watching my channel who happen to be readers, have been experiencing this. I have been channeling like crazy, and I've been channeling messages before the cards actually show up as like the confirmation. I've been noticing that happen a lot more often. But with my first initial cards laid out, I heard the message that God was getting to reveal the truth. That God was getting ready to shine a light onto someone who thought that they could get away with whatever they've been trying to get away with, right? Collective, as it relates to you, this is somebody that you have, I want to say you've probably gone through some kind of an awakening. I feel as though, for those of you who have awakened to some level or degree of truth, it's that truth that kind of sets you free from the shackles of whatever you had been taught. Or I know I've talked a lot about like conditioning. I think I remember that being a topic of conversation in one of the last few videos. There was a certain level of conditioning that you may have undergone in your upbringing. I don't really know. I mean, it feels like an energy of conditioning that was like something that you were brought up with. So how that applies in your life, into what area of your life, I don't know. But for this particular reading, I have someone on the board who, this is somebody who this could be applied to like a fake spiritualist. This could also apply to those who hide behind Bible scriptures and the illusion of being a good person, when in actuality behind closed doors they're doing like dirty shit and nobody else knows about it. Okay. It's interesting because it feels like, collective, like you were able to free yourself. I heard free yourself from the shackles. So you were able to free yourself from the shackles of whatever was keeping you bound, once you may have discovered or realized some kind of truth. It's funny because I remember talking to I had a client yesterday, and I said something about kind of like the moment, like, okay, we're talking like parents and children, like you're the child and you have an adult, you have a parent who's a little gnarly or whatever. For those of us who are a little bit older, when you get to the point when you're able to look at your parent as a person and removing the title of, mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, whatever, when you look at the person as an individual, as an adult, like with very, and I see it, you see something very, very clearly. And from the moment you were able to see it clearly, it made it a lot easier for you to detach. It made it a lot easier for you to kind of let go. Now, the interesting energy that I have out here, I do have a witchy woman. This could be one, it could be one person, it could be 3 people. It could be one person or it could be 3 people. It kind of looks like we have a woman here, and again, doesn't have to be a woman, but I have an energy out here of someone who has consistently made decisions, poor decisions, and I feel like the reasoning behind their thought process, it does stem from the fact that I don't think that this person actually loves themselves. I think I've talked about this before. Whoever this person is, I don't think that they've loved themselves. And so it kind of feels like they're also, I almost want to say rooted, but it doesn't even really feel, rooted would imply somebody being grounded, and I don't get the impression that this person is grounded, but I feel like this person has often made a lot of very hasty decisions that were centered around, I don't know, it's there's a deep connection to something happening in the past, like a past situation that they haven't quite let go of, and it's not even that, maybe it's just a lesson that they haven't quite learned. It may be a lesson. It may be more tied to a lesson, something from their past, a past experience they haven't quite, recovered from. Whoever this person is, though, it's really crazy because I also kind of feel like whoever this person was really selfish. Very, very selfish. Very, very selfish. I have an energy here of something. This is in the background. This is interesting because I'm not even really looking at the foreground stuff. The background stuff is really interesting because I feel like this individual may have done something to prevent you from having any kind of like stability. Like this could literally be, this could be the energy of somebody withholding something from you. I do see that. But if this is like a mothering figure, a mothering energy, she comes across as somebody who's very, I'm getting just this very self-serving and selfish individual. And then trying to justify their behavior and their behavior patterns. There's somebody here that's tried to justify their behavior or whatever they've done. They've tried to justify it, or they're trying to justify it now. Now, the interesting energy that I have here, like I see a couple of different stories. I have an energy out here of somebody who may have tried to keep, either to keep you from an opportunity or some kind of windfall. We know this Ace of Pentacles has been coming up in a lot of the readings, but the way the imagery is looking, it's kind of like this person has purposely been trying to keep this thing out of your hands. The other energy that I get too is that if at any time you were in a position of needing some type of assistance, financial or otherwise, this person withheld that assistance. Very cold, very detached. This is an individual who has been trying to, I want to say undermine, because that's the word I'm hearing. Somebody here was really trying to undermine your efforts in establishing yourself or establishing your own stability, your own sense of stability. But again, like I said, in the near future, God is getting ready to expose the deeds that this person has done, along with the other people that they may have worked with. Okay. Crazy. Okay, so the fears and concerns. Somebody here is really worried about, they're concerned that their deeds will be discovered. Somebody here has been there's definitely an energy of somebody here keeping secrets. And one of the bigger secrets here as it relates to you is they don't really want people to know just how disloyal they've been to you. They're very concerned that information or any part of that information is getting ready to be like revealed or discovered. I also get an energy here too. If this person is being put into a position of having, it's kind of like being in a position of having to start over, they're very worried about that. Okay. Damn. Part of the blockage here is, I remember I said just a second ago, I'm like, whoever they've been working with, and God is getting ready to expose it. Part of the blockage has been the fact that whatever, if this person grouped up with other people to do something against you, part of their blockage forward is the fact that the collaboration, like all of the attempts have not worked. Like the collaboration is not worked. The grouping of people that they worked with, that group may have disbanded, or there's a lot here. Because if these people had, if this person, let's start off with this one person. If this one person worked with other people, I also have an energy too of, I kind of get the impression that this person, because I do have this witchy woman energy out here, and I'm going to tell you the reason why this feels so crazy. There's something in my eye. The reason why this feels so crazy is because this person, I feel like they try to pass themselves off as knowing far more than they actually do, right? So I got this bright idea. Let's go after the collective. You know, the attempt is to win at all costs, of course. Five of Swords comes out, I want to say, just about every single reading. But what this person is realizing is that after all of their attempts to try to slow you down or stop you or end you even, that's not actually what's happening. And I also have an energy of, if they were, it's kind of weird because maybe, you know, if this person had got together with other people to try to undermine whatever it is that you're doing, I think they're also a little weirded out by the fact that they haven't been able to like penetrate, I don't know, like the other people that you know. This is a weird energy because it feels very much like somebody trying to influence, because I kind of get an energy of like juju, but not just like over you. I also get a little energy here of like juju over Because how do you convince a whole bunch of people, you know, the enemies of your enemies, how do you convince a whole bunch of people to band together to come up against one person or a couple or whatever? I mean, I don't even have that, but we know that's been playing out too. How do you convince all these people to work with you against another person who is literally just minding their business, right? I kind of feel like there's not just juju over you, but there's been juju done over those other people. So that also could be part of the fear and concerns, like they're worried about the discovery of the juju over the entire group of people that they've been working with. Like, what if all these folks wake up at the same time and they realize that they were under some type of, you know, illusionary spell to make them do all this weird shit? These are the craziest cards. This feels like what they need to release is, it feels like the pursuit of trying to like break down your relationships. I don't know who this is for you at this point. But this energy feels like somebody, like they want to break down your relationships. Because I get the impression that it's like they wanted for you to not have support of other people. So the people that they're around, they don't want the people that they have around them to support you. But it's a weird energy. It's like they don't want you to have support of anybody, right? But they don't know all the people that you know. They don't know, you know, the relationship dynamics that you have in your life. And really, they're just, I keep hearing enemy of my enemy. It's almost like they want to make enemies out of the friends or the people that you have in your life so that they could all turn against you. But again, this is somebody who does not operate with the energy. They don't operate through, you know, with the vibration of love. This person does not, they can't possibly have love for themselves operating like this. But this is even the people, okay, thank you, Spirit. Even the people that they're working with, that they may have recruited to work against you, they don't even have love for those people. Like, this is puppet master type shit. This is somebody who operates in this is giving me very self-serving. All of this is giving me very self-serving. They're doing it for the benefit of themselves, to benefit themselves only. And if they've been busy trying to, in secret, excuse me, because they don't want me talking about it. If they have been busy in secret behind closed doors, working with other people in order to break up your relationships, to ruin your friendships and your, you know, your romantic relationships or whatever, they have to give that up, because what it's doing is, I'm like looking at the reverse of that, at it going in the reverse action, because what they're doing is they're essentially breaking down all of the relationships in their life, not yours. Oh, that's crazy. Child, this person, part of the lesson here, whoever this is felt or feels entitled to, like, I don't know who this person is for you, but this energy right here gives me Cinderella. I don't know who this is for you. I know who this is for me. I don't know who this is for you. This is an energy of somebody who they want their problems to be your problems, on top of your own problems already. You know what I'm saying? This person feels entitled to everything that is meant for you. Everything that is good, that is meant for you, this person feels entitled to it. Now, remember when I said over here, I was like, this person is deeply rooted to experiences from their past. They make these crazy ass decisions, and most of which have nothing to do with love. So that would mean if they got into relationships, they were not involved in those relationships out of love. They were involved in those relationships out of a sense of necessity. They were looking for some form of stability. So while they may have created a life of stability for themselves on the back of other people, the energy, this is kind of a weird energy for me here, because it's kind of like they did what they did in order to gain a sense of stability, but this person was so fucking selfish with what they had acquired that even if you needed help, they were busy defending why they didn't actually, like, they may have had the means to help you, but here is an energy of somebody trying to defend the reason why they never gave, why they did not assist you, why they never offered to help you. Some weird shit. This is a weird energy. But it was largely because this person was selfish. And their attitude was, if I had to go get it like this, make these crazy ass decisions, if I had to go get it like this, why can't you go do the same? And honestly, they just wanted to keep you like under their thumb. But this person literally feels or has a feeling of entitlement to what's yours. The Emperor, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. I actually love this energy because I love the position that these cards are in. For those of you who are in connection, if you are in a marriage or a relationship, this energy definitely feels like perseverance. You still, like, whatever you guys are pursuing in your life together, you're doing very, very well at it. I love it. Good energy. If you are super single, I do feel like this, it's kind of like, keep that hope alive in your heart that because what is yours is already yours. You just have to be receptive to it when it shows up. Okay, I do have an energy here that as long as you're open to receive what's yours, it'll be here and it's going to be a good thing. I like it. Okay. In terms of this witchy energy that I have hovering, it's just a really weird self-serving energy. Very, very self-serving. Okay. I'm like, what do I clarify with? Let's use this deck. Crazy. Okay. So whoever this person is, they may want to come towards you with an offer, right? Again, I am getting this witchy energy, but it could be anybody. This could be somebody coming towards you under witchy influence, so keep that in mind as well. There is an energy, and I feel as though this offer that is coming towards you, I want to say, I do not believe that this person has any good intentions towards you. I feel as though, I feel like this approach is a distraction. I feel like the approach is a distraction because I think you're already focused on something. You already have your eye on something. Whatever that is, keep focusing on that, because I do believe this person is coming in with a distraction. Yes. Okay, remember when I said in the beginning, I was like, you may have discovered some kind of truth, or you were able to like look at something logically that allowed you to remove yourself from a situation, or kind of untie yourself from a toxic situation, right? Clarifying cards say is just as much. Like you saw through something and then decided to remove yourself or no longer take action towards it. We love it. Okay. Yes. So I also feel like, remember when I said in the very beginning, I was like, God is getting ready to expose something. God is getting ready to expose something. And I believe that that exposure is going to open up, because I'm seeing this in two different ways. It's like, I feel like it's opening up something else. Like, because whoever this person is, they're creating a blockage. I wish I could describe this because I don't actually have cards that say that, but I can feel it because it feels like resistance. I don't know how to describe it. Because here with the exposure, it's going to open up options that maybe you did not know existed. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that. I'm like, just this one section feels there's a lot going on right here. It's like when it feels like, because I'm seeing like something, you know how I always talk about, you know, Neptune retrograde and rose-colored glasses coming off, but it's almost like you having a hood. This is the way that I'm seeing it. It's like having a hood, like you're wearing a hoodie. Like it has whatever you have on, it has a hood, and it's a big hood. But when the hood is pulled over your head, it's like really low, so you can't really like see unless you like kind of pull it back a little bit. But it's almost like with this exposure, it's like God is pulling back the hood. And when you pull the hood back, you're going to be able to see all of the options that you may not have seen before. And I do not know the relevance of that. Somebody write that down. I'm like, I don't know the relevance of seeing these opportunities or seeing all of these options that you did not know existed. I don't know what the relevance is. At this point, I don't know what the relevance is for you. But you having that hood pulled back and seeing more of the options that you did not know existed, it's going to allow you to kind of, I want to say, move towards the options. Maybe you didn't go towards them because you didn't know they were there, or there's options that you have available but you don't know about them yet. Okay, like I don't know what it is, but you don't know about them yet. But as soon as that hood gets pulled back, you're going to see them. And when you see them, you will no longer be hindered by, you know, whether they're narratives that you tell yourself or whatever. You're not going to be held back anymore. I'm sure you'll tell me what that means. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you'll tell me. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Okay. What's in the environment? Ooh. I said it. I'm telling you, I've been channeling the energy before the cards even pop out. This person has been making decisions, making bad decisions, for money, not for love. The devil card in this deck is called materialism. So every time they've made certain decisions, and it's always tied to some kind of experience from their past. It's like growing up poor and like telling yourself like, I'm never going to be poor again, right? But this person, instead of, because this over here, like I said, this is entitlement. So it's almost like, not like they're not even going after it for themselves. It's like going after this money, the materialism, going after that for the sake of their stability without creating it for themselves. Does that make sense? So they keep making these choices. So yeah, it's like somebody who grew up poor and like, I'm not, we'll say growing up poor, I'm never going to be poor again. So I'm going to position myself in certain ways so that I am never going to be poor again. And as a woman, because I got feminine energy all over this board, it's like, as a woman, I'm going to use my feminine wiles. I'm going to use what I have. And I'm going to, this is something that this person has always done. They've always done this. And then try to justify this Jezebel-ass energy and behavior as the reason why they do it. Okay. I said this person does not love themselves. They don't have any love for themselves. Look at that. Baby, look at the lies. Now, this person, here's the thing. Because the Empress is out here twice now. And so if this person, here's the difference. Okay, as the Empress, the difference between, I'm talking to the Empress. I'm talking to Divine Feminine right now. As the Empress, there is a clear distinction between the Divine Feminine and this Karmic Feminine. The Divine Feminine, she operates out of love. She operates from the vibration of love. She's very generous. She is very loving. She is very nurturing. She knows the value of, she knows what she has. She knows her value. She knows her worth. This woman, this witchy woman, has been passing herself off as Divine Feminine, because that's what this looks like. Passing herself off as the Divine Feminine. I also get an energy here of somebody, it's kind of like, what I think is really weird. This feels like the energy of somebody who, it's like her selective generosity. Selective generosity. So remember when I said, if you would ever hit hard times or rough times or whatever, they may have had the means to help you. They could have had the means to be supportive to you, but they didn't. Selective generosity. They were generous with other people, and they were generous in ways like, I don't know what this is. They were generous with something that they didn't actually work for. And then we have the exposure of lies, and then the Tower. Okay. What's in the background? When I say these cards do not lie, this person, I'm telling you, they consistently made the same kind of decisions repeatedly. And now they're probably, now this is in the background, this is a background energy. They made, because it does take some time, you know, karma, I always say karma's a long game, you know what I mean? This looks like something that took a while for it to come catching up because of these decisions that she's made. Now there's an energy of somebody here who's kind of living in a nightmare. This is somebody here who's dealing with, you know, some sleepless nights, a little bit of restlessness, a lot of heavy shit on their mind about something that they're trying to hold on to. For you, if this is you, like, I get the energy this person is really selfish. You are very generous, loving. Maybe you've been very generous and loving with this person, and now you're not. Okay. So maybe at one point you were very generous. You were generous with a person who was very selfish. And this is the energy of them trying to hold on to you. The world, but womp womp. Because you're no longer interested in working with them, that brings an end to the relationship, right? Because you've already learned the lesson. You already see what this is. And now, okay, so if this person, I've got another layer here. If this person had been spreading rumors about you or lies or gossiping about you, this feels like somebody's separate. This feels like somebody kind of unearthing something about you. And because they unearthed this information about you, that creates a tower for them that brings the, you know, the world, now brings the world into the situation. The world for me is, yes, it is successful completion of like an entire cycle and whatever, but, you know, one door closes, another door opens. It's also an ending for me. So it feels like if this person had been telling lies or spreading rumors or gossiping about you or whatever, this is somebody here who gets some information, because here it's like what they were telling somebody. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for pointing that out to me. This person had been spreading misinformation, right? Telling people shit that just, you know, it sounds like a really great story, right? But there was somebody here, could be this person, whoever this is, that somebody that was very conflicted with the information that they had heard. Because it didn't necessarily make sense. When people lie, you know, they gotta tell a lie. They gotta compound the lie. They gotta tell a lie on top of a lie because they can't keep it straight. And then you don't know what you told this person or what you told that person. The one thing I've always said is that I don't have to lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. Even if I gotta tell it shit 500 times, even when I tell it for the 498th time, my story doesn't change. Because the truth does not change. This person, I think they're realizing like, oh shit. That's the reason why this Five of Swords is in this position. They were being told something and it seemed very conflicting. Especially if this person like loosely knows you. Maybe they don't know you super well, but if they know you and maybe some of what they heard didn't really match like the memory of who they thought you were or who they think you are. Right? But this is definitely somebody here like kind of digging in or looking into some of the claims that this person may have been making. And then remember I said up here, fears and concerns. Somebody's worried about the discovery. They don't want me talking. The discovery of the information that they've been trying to keep hidden. Okay. You know, yes, there is good. I'm having I hear a whole dialogue in my head. I'm like getting all this channeled information. So here's the thing, because they're worried about something being discovered. But the thing is if you collective, if and you could be divine feminine or divine masculine, because I got them out here, both of them. They're worried that their narrative is not going to be like, they can't keep up the facade of their narrative, because if somebody is truly looking into you, they're going to see that you're nothing like what you have been described as. You're an earth angel. Very balanced, very generous, very loving, unconditionally, very nurturing, very, driven. Like you doing your thing. They're worried that that may be seen. I don't know what they're saying about you. Part of their blockage is, now I said they were unsuccessful, them working together with other people to kind of disrupt your own stability, to disrupt your stability. It has been unsuccessful. They decided, part of their blockage here, again, had a lot to do with them also trying to keep something away from you. They thought that they were going to be going into a new cycle by withholding something that may belong to you. That's unsuccessful. Especially if they think, okay, here's the other thing. This is also an energy because they were unsuccessful here. If their pockets have been hit, part of their blockage is also the belief. Remember I said down here, I was like, they feel like they're entitled to what's yours or what you've created, right? Part of what is blocking them is the idea that they're going to be able to start a new cycle, but have their hand out. Again, they feel a sense of entitlement, like they can come to you and ask for help. This person don't even like you. They don't even like you. I will never understand that. How people will. I've actually had somebody inquire about coming to stay at my house for the weekend, and I could not understand why on earth would you want to come stay at my house and you don't even like me. You don't like me. You don't like my kids. You don't like shit about me. Don't come to my house. What the hell is that? No. You know what I mean? Whoever this person is, they legit feel like they could just come towards you and start a whole new, start over, but have their hand out with an expectation that you would help them out. They don't even fucking like you. Hell nah. Bitch, stay away. The fuck? You got me all fucked up if you think you come in here with that. No. Absolutely not. Oh yeah, and what they need to release is the idea that you are going to do, oh yes, oh absolutely not. So this is somebody here, again, if you are in a partnership, I don't know who this person is to you. In my mind, I automatically have 3 people in my head. This could apply to a few people for me. This person wants to come in. If you are partnered, I said it here, they don't even fucking like you, okay? They don't like you, whoever this person is. But this person wants to come in between your partnership. They want to come in. So this person, again, I don't know who this person is for you. This person could be somebody that's connected to you, or this person could be somebody connected to, say, your partner, if you are partnered. This is a loaded It's a lot on this board. But if this is somebody, this could be connected on either side. Like, so say if you're partnered and it's somebody on your side of the family, or you're partnered and it's somebody on your spouse's side of the family. It's literally somebody here who wants to come in between your relationship. That ain't gonna happen. You look good standing. I don't even want you on my fucking porch. As a matter of fact, stay off my property. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever the fuck this is, don't come here. Hope you're watching. Don't come here. You're not welcome. The crazy thing about it is, this person ain't even really bothered to stop and think about like the trajectory of their own lives. They're, instead of trying to find solutions to fix their issue, this person they want to make their problems your problems. Let's just cut bullshit. They want to make their problems your problems. There's a sense of entitlement where they feel like they can just come over and, you know, you have it. How come you can't share it with me? Well, when you had it, were you sharing with anybody? I'm sorry, what? So they want you on a struggle bus, juggling, trying to figure out your shit and their shit. Because why not? We're family. Bitch, if you don't fuck all the way off, I'm sorry. This is triggering the fuck out of me. I'm like, I don't know what this is for you. I'm triggered. I'm triggered as hell right now. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from my family. Now I feel like cussing everybody out. Oh, yes. So here's the thing. Whoever this person is, I want you to see it for what it is, okay? I want you to see it for what it is. Because legit, this person wants to come in and disrupt they want to disrupt your peace. The offer that they're trying to come to you with, whether it's an apology or whatever, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Whoever this person is definitely connected by way of, like, it could be family. Maybe you've known this person for a long time. If this could be a younger person, it's either somebody that you've known for a long time. It could be somebody who is younger. Whoever this person is, like I said in the very beginning, they've never been loyal to you. Ever. They have never been loyal to you. And I'm seeing it right here. They have no intentions on being loyal to you. Even if they try to pull on your heartstrings. Remember when. Nah, fuck all that. I need you to see it for what it is. If you are partnered, do not let someone from your past. I keep telling you, and I'm going to keep repeating myself. The past doesn't have nothing new to say. If this is somebody that you've distanced yourself from and you've kind of, put a really solid wedge space between you, keep that there. Keep that in place, because that being in place is actually protection for you. But I need you to make a very well-informed decision before you agree to anything. Because this is an energy of somebody who wants, like I said, they want to make their problems your problem. This person makes these crazy ass decisions. This could literally, I have 3 people in my head that this could apply to. And this is an individual of somebody who low self-esteem. They don't love themselves. And I firmly believe that if you don't have love for yourself, there ain't no way in hell you could love other people. There just isn't. No. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you have no love for yourself, but you can pour all your love into a child. I've had arguments about that online. I don't believe that. Because I think even then that the love is skewed. It's not genuine, pure love. Real shit. This person does not love themselves. They consistently keep making the same kind of decisions. And then when their life is on fire, then they're looking for someone to save them. They're looking for someone to save them. And that absolutely cannot be your role. I mean, unless you want it to be, child, do what you do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to advise you. But if you allow this person to come back towards you, who has truly been a lazy participant in your relationship in the past, thinking that they're coming to make a new offer of like, hey, let's start over again, let's try again. Hell no. Because I can guarantee you, you're not going to get anything different out of them this time. Then you become an enabler. You know? You become an enabler. All right. Yeah, they got to find a way out on their own. They got to, whoever this is, they got to find, child, deal with the devil. Diabolical favors, consequences of choices, temptation, soul binding contract, damnation. Do not. Whatever this is, this person is coming towards you. They are in, I want to say, I'm going to show you the imagery on this card. They're in this sunken place. They're down here. They got to find their own way out. If you agree to get connected with this, you are making a deal with the devil. You've already extracted yourself from that energy. Yes, this person is in the clouds, out of touch with reality, unrealistic fantasy, daydreaming, misled by illusions. You woke up from those illusions, and when you woke, you can't. When you wake up, and I said it before in a recent video. I'm like, once you wake up and you see things, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You cannot go back to being asleep. You cannot go back to not seeing it and playing stupid and, you know, like burying your head in the sand. You just can't. Safe haven, refuge, sanctuary, welcome. Yes. So once God reveals the things that have been hidden, remember when I said it's kind of like that hood coming off of your head, you're going to see that you have way more options available to you that you did not realize, and you'll be able to freely go towards your safe haven and refuge. Love it. Emotion spilling and apology. Honestly, yes, snake in the grass, treachery, deceit. If this person comes in with an apology, baby, I would be very, very leery about that. Very, very leery about that. Cutthroat, taking ruthless measures to win, conflict, destructive, untrustworthy, harming others to pursue goals, success at any expense, lack of morals. Child, my cards don't lie. Yes, baby, you getting the laugh. You're getting the last laugh. They're watching you win. Tables being turned. They projected fears and mockery. And it turned into submission and obsession. But you're getting the last laugh because, child, you are still standing in this regal authority. I love it. Chemistry. This feels like this is between you and another. Maybe you and your partner. Maybe they've tried to affect your relationships or your relationship, and nothing is changing in your relationship. Yeah, so this person makes like these superficial decisions. The mere one is not ready to face a reflection of what they will never become except the truth. They literally want to be you so bad, and they never will be, because you don't even operate from the same moral compass. Madness and delusion, things are not what they seem. A lack of spiritual clarity, a brain hardwired for survival, not happiness. Yeah. A shift in focus is needed. Purify the mind. But they are holding on to this image of themselves. It's not even rooted in love. This person's a whole ass snake. And you operate from a space of love. And because you operate from a space of love, it's like your whole life had been renewed. Cosmic timing, everything according to divine timelines, trust and flow. A Leo may be significant. Someone's in deep despair over the distance. They use others for advancement. You've humbled them all. Could be a spiritual teacher, or they've been passing themselves off as a spiritual teacher. This is not your fault. Month of April may be of significance. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. Someone is greedy and selfish. They use entitled behavior. Somebody's unstable behavior is being seen. Someone says, I've always hated you because you're blessed. Someone is afraid to be alone. Someone uses sex to get their way or to cloud judgment. Someone's in deep regret. Someone out here is a gold digger, or they wanted people to think you were a gold digger. The exposure of someone's sins. Neighbors may be involved. Someone is unfaithful or non-committal. You may operate out of unconditional love. They don't want you to prosper. Someone's afraid to lose you. Baby mama is out here. We have a cheating man or cheating woman. Someone wanted you to be alone and homeless. Someone is unemployed, losing a job and or a business. Family dynamics may be at play. Illness is part of someone's karma. Someone's life is in turmoil. We have a stepmother. You could be a stepmother, or you have a stepmother. Somebody uses cruelty masked as tough love. Sagittarius may be relevant. There's infighting in a group. Their actions are causing a shitstorm in their lives. Spirit says take a spiritual bath or cleanse your space. They know that you don't need them. Return to sender is highly active. And last card out was end of the road. The bottom of the deck is Virgo. So Virgo may be significant. Alright, I'm going to use the dice. And then I'm going to cut that client a little bit. I have North Node and South Node. And Saturn. I have 3rd house, 9th house, 4th house. Aries and Taurus is out here twice. So South Node, North Node, Saturn, 3rd house, 4th house, 9th house, Aries or Taurus. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. If any part of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, super thanks. All the new bookings from new clients. Thank you guys. I absolutely love new clients. I actually kind of get a kick out of the fact that being on YouTube or just really being on socials, it allows you to reach people like all over the world. So big up to all my folks who are like in other parts of the world. Namely my folks that are coming to me from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, anywhere really in Africa really kind of trips me out because I see it all over in my in my analysis. Um, Folks who are in Europe, I mean, the world's a big place. I appreciate everybody for following my content and supporting my work. I'm here to help and I'm here to guide. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to be just that. I'm a guide and I'm here to help you. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life, but just to give you enough information so that you make your own decisions and make the right decisions. All right. I love you guys. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.